Why the narcissist makes you end the relationship. My name is Jared Mello, the wizard of radical self-respect and the shepherd of black sheep. This process, when the narcissist makes you end the relationship, is also known as the reverse discard. But what is this? This is when the narcissist will act terribly. They may lie, cheat, abuse you, mistreat you, but they don't want to be the one who ends the relationship. They want you to do it. And why is that? This is because the narcissist likes having a stable source of supply there that they can come back to and rely on. And often the narcissist will put their partner in a position to take care of them. And the narcissist, they don't want to lose that part. And during the relationship, the narcissist will often groom the people around you to think that you are the crazy one. And maybe they'll say this to mutual friends, family members, but they'll say, yeah, so-and-so, she's crazy, or he's crazy. And they do this by telling half-truths, by telling lies of omission, or maybe outright lying. And one of the things they may do is if they're baiting you and provoking you, they may try to record your reaction. This is also reactive abuse, but what the narcissist will do with this is show your friends and family and say, see, look at how crazy this person is. So that when you have to end the relationship later, they've done this groundwork. They've groomed the people around you to already not believe you. And this is one of the reasons why, if you were to start talking about your experiences and being honest about what happened, the narcissist has groomed the people around you to not believe what you say. And this can be an extremely isolating or lonely feeling. But say you do finally break up with them. And either way, the narcissist is not going to like this either. And oftentimes what they'll do is they won't leave you alone. Because yes, they want to be able to play the victim because they like how that looks in their image. They want people to feel bad for them and feel sympathy for them and to think that they are the ones who are the victim, even though they are the ones who are abusing you. But they don't want that to get out, of course. They want people to think that you are the bad guy. But say you do break up with them, this doesn't put the other person in a good position either, because what will happen next, the narcissist will often not want to leave you alone. And maybe you might even try to block them on everything, to go no contact, because you know that's the best thing to do to heal. But instead what the narcissist will do is they will try to call from unknown numbers, or maybe they will try to drive by your workplace, maybe they will use flying monkeys to try to contact you for them, or maybe they will just add you to group text messages. But whatever it is, they don't want to leave you alone because they don't want to lose control of you. Yes, you were a stable source of supply and they didn't treat you well, but they still don't want you to be able to go. They still want you to be under their control. That's why sometimes going no contact is still going to be difficult because they are going to be relentless. And since they've done that groundwork to groom the people around you, they might have a group of flying monkeys ready to try to come at you for them. And they'll say, oh, so-and-so is really sorry, so-and-so promises to change, or so-and-so isn't that bad. Fill in the blank with whatever it is. But when someone's trying to heal from the trauma bomb, those are the things they don't really need to hear. And this is why my recommendation would be, if you are dealing with flying monkeys and you are no contact with the narcissist, you have to act like anything you say to the flying monkeys will be reported back to the narcissist, because it most likely will. I recommend no contact with the flying monkeys as well, or at most, least amount of contact necessary. And this whole ordeal can absolutely be crazy making. It's not going to be an easy time. But this is what the narcissist thrives in. They thrive in this chaos. They thrive trying to drive people crazy because just like when I interviewed the self-aware narcissist Kylie the other day, she had mentioned that when she was argumentative in the past and liked to debate people, that gave her a sense of power. It gave her a dopamine rush and she liked it. She liked getting under other people's people's skin. Narcissists do enjoy this. They do enjoy this chaos, getting under your skin, baiting you, provoking you, and then gossiping about you behind your back, doing a smear campaign. All of this makes them feel alive. This is also another reason why they like all of the drama. The drama and the gossip that they claim not to like, they also really do enjoy it. And often they are the cause of a lot of this drama and chaos because it spikes their dopamine. It makes them feel alive. But the whole process can be really crazy making, and we do know what the solution is here: to go no contact with the narcissist, block them on everything, try to avoid the flying monkeys as well. Yes, the narcissist will most likely be relentless. They might call from unknown numbers. That's happened to me. They might try to make fake profiles online to reach you that way, to stalk you, etc. They might try to get another phone and call from a dead phone or some sort of flip phone or something like that to get a hold of you that way. But they will try to stop at nothing to try to get you back. And it's going to take a lot of strength. And I also recommend you have some sort of canned response. And what I mean by that is, if they do wind up meeting you in public somewhere, have something that you can say to them that you've already thought of. Because if you see them in public and you're not ready for it, your tongue could be stuck in your throat. You might be scared, you might be anxious, you might get into a fawn response or a freeze response, whatever it is. But if you did the work previously and you have a canned response, hey, I'm not interested, I gotta go, you can default to that canned response, whatever it is. I'm not saying it has to be that, but it is good to have something. And a lot of this also is, when it comes to our boundaries like this, preparing ourselves for what we should say. Because that's half the battle, if not more than half the battle, just knowing what our boundary would be in the situation. And this situation, when the narcissist tries to meet us in public, it's very important to have that go-to response there. Because often the narcissist will try. Other people have said to me, well, the narcissist in my life, they just dropped me like a hot potato and they went off to their new source of supply. Well, yes, that can happen sometimes. That happens when the new source of supply, they want to replace you with them. And they think this new source of supply is going to be a better, stable source of supply for them. And don't get it twisted, they're going to do the same things to this new source of supply that they did to you. It might take various amounts of time, but that is going to be the process. The narcissist is no prize in this situation. The best thing to do, because often the narcissist will parade around this new source of supply to try to make you jealous, and they'll post it on social media, act like this is the best thing that's ever happened to them. I've never loved someone so much before. This person's the best thing in the world. And they're doing this very purposefully. They like how it makes them look. They like what it does for their image. And it has the bonus of making you jealous. That's the other reason to not pay any attention to their social media, block them, and concentrate on you and your healing. Try to learn about narcissism if you haven't learned about it already. And as you learn more, the pieces of the puzzle will become clicked together. And you'll see, oh, that's what they were doing. That was Darvo, deny, accuse, reverse victim, and offender. Or that was moving the goalposts. Or that was playing the victim. Or that was fill in the blank with whatever tactic they use. And each time you learn something new, there's going to be a puzzle piece that clicks together. And it helps you to build back your belief in yourself after all of this. You'll begin to trust your own perception of reality again. That's what it's all about. It's about trusting our reality, learning that, yeah, everything isn't our fault. It wasn't that we were always guilty of something. We didn't always do things wrong the way they said, but part of the healing will also be understanding people like the narcissist. If we try to get them to understand us, or we try to understand them, that is a losing game, and it will drive us insane because there is no making sense of what they were doing. It's all just about power, control, image, narcissistic supply, and avoiding accountability. And to reduce that down even further, it's really just about getting what they want and avoiding accountability. And avoiding accountability is also what they want. But that's all it is. You can't pay attention to the substance of their words. What you have to pay attention to is they're going to do whatever it takes to get what they want. That's how their behavior begins to make sense. But this is all part of the learning process to understand what you went through, go no contact. Maybe you do EMDR when it's over, maybe CBT, maybe DBT. Maybe you learn you should be taking some sort of supplements, working on your diet and exercise, or maybe even prescription meds. I'm all for whatever works for people. I don't judge what works for people as long as it works. That's my whole thing. And the whole thing can absolutely be a whirlwind, but when you have your sixth sense moment with it all and you realize, wow, this is what I went through. They made me break up with them by acting so terribly. Then they played the victim some more because they liked how that made them look. And they still tried to get me back. They were still relentless in trying to get me back under their control. And that's also known as a hoover, when after you leave, they're going to try to suck you back in. It's known for the Hoover vacuum. But that's the process. Love bombing, devaluing, discard, hoover. And it can take various amounts of time each stage, but that's overall what it looks like. And once you get to this point where you're seeing videos like this, at least you know what you're dealing with now. And it's not to say the road forward's going to be easy, but it does make it a lot easier when you begin to understand what you went through. And you can put a name to what you went through. And you begin to learn the name of those tactics. You learn about gaslighting, flipping the script, Darvo. And then you learn some tools like don't jade, justify, argue, defend, or explain, or practice gray rock, or the only way to win is to not play the game. That's what it's all about. And I think this process that I've condensed down here can take a long time, but it is absolutely worth it. And then a lot of this whole space here too, it's about how are we going to live. It's not just about focusing on this and our trauma. It's also about what are we going to do to live and to make goals for ourselves and to really have fun and live this life that we want to live and enjoy it. And granted, I'm condensing down here a lot of stuff into a short video, but this is the process here. This is what the process is all about. And I would also like to hear other videos you would like to hear me make, or topics you'd like to hear me talk about. And if you did get this far, please remember to subscribe to the channel here. That does really help me in the algo. Like the video if you liked it. Share this video with somebody else that you think might benefit from it. And drop a comment below. What did you think about this video? Was this how it went for you? Did the narcissist make you break up with them? Or maybe did they drop you like a hot potato because they found a new source of supply? Because if they do that, they're probably not going to try to be the relentless person with you. If they have a new source of supply that they want it to be a stable source of supply, they won't do that harassment and stalking act. But if it's just someone they're cheating with and they still want you to be the stable person, then they will do that harassment act and they will do everything they can to try to get you back. But again, the narcissist does not like it when they lose control of someone that they didn't want to lose control of. If the narcissist didn't want to break up and you did break up with them, they're going to try to make it very difficult for you. There are other times when they don't care if they break up. And in those cases, they won't do some of this stuff as much. But it is always possible that they do. It's just important that you always are prepared just in case. I don't want people to be caught with their pants down, for lack of a better word. But again, that's all I have here for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video.